Hello and welcome to the market update from 3rd to 7th of February 2025. So let's start with the usual with the US 10-year Treasury bond yield. 10-year Treasury bond yield have been mostly stable at the 4.5 percentage of rate. In the last week, it closed at 4.496. US dollar index has been again making that same range of 108. It has been stable at that rate for about a week now. There was some spike in between the week, but I think more or less it was stable in there. The oil prices, we've been witnessing a downturn in the oil prices now. The Brent crude oil is now trading at $74.69 a barrel, which is down by 2.7% from the last week of $76 a barrel. On the other side, the gold has been on a continuous rise from last few months now, and it's currently trading at 84,900 per 10 grams, which is up by 3.1%. Most of it is being attributed to the Donald Trump trade wars, and things like that. So let's see how the equity market performed in the world in the last week. So once we look at the U.S. markets was somewhere in the correction zone in the last week, and it corrected by 0.5%. The Nasdaq and the Dow Jones corrected by 5%, but the S&P 500 was moreover flattish. The European markets were in the positive zone, and they were up by 0.3 to 0.3% as of now. The Asian markets, we saw the mixed reaction that the GIFT Nifty was down by 7%, Nikkei Japanese market was down by 2%, whereas the Shanghai index was up by 4%. So overall, a mixed reaction from the Asian markets in the last week. Now we move to how the FIS were placed. The FIS in the last week sold 8,852 crore worth of equity, whereas DIS bought 6,449 crore worth of equities. With this, we saw some slowdown in the selling from the FIS in this month of February, where we could see that as of till date the FIS has sold 10,179 crore worth of equity, where DIS have bought 7,274 crore worth of equity. On the weekly performance side, when we look at for the Indian market, the Sensex was up by 0.4%. The Nifty 50 was up by 0.3%. Nifty Bank was up by 1.3%. Nifty Mid Cap was up by 0.2%, and Nifty Small Cap was up by 0.16%. And with on the valuation front, if we look at the Nifty 50 trailing PE has now reached 21.4, which is below the 2 years and 5 years average. Nifty Mid Cap 150 PE trailing PE is at 37.2, which is above 2 and 5 years average. Nifty Small Cap 100 trailing PE is at 29.8, above 2 years and close to 5 years average. So that has been the still the mid cap and the small caps are not very in a settled range. They are above their usual averages. So a word of caution to trade into these zones as of now. Still, I don't know. We might be seeing a corrections happening over the year, not even in this year. Buffet indicator showed that the fund was. The market is modestly overvalued with a ratio of 117. The Indian bonds, even after the policy rate cut, the yields have hardened, and the 10-year government bond yield is at 6.7% as of now. And the yield curves in the long, medium, and short term are flattish. So that was all from my side. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do share, subscribe to our channel to get more updates on the weekly basis. More detailed discussion on the market outlook and on the would be shared to my all the investors on the on their WhatsApp. Thank you.